Good afternoon, how are you? You know, this is going to be the best season yet for LPAC, and for a lot of reasons. One is the surrounding area. I mean, look what's happening. We got that new movie theater coming in. You like that, huh? Yeah. That isn't just a movie theater, you know, that's for really art type movies, you know, that you see down in LA. It's been a long time coming. The museum will be done. That's going to be the signature building for the Boulevard. We're going to have street performers this year. I mean, this is going to be an event when you come to LPAC. It's going to be where you eat. It's going to be after the show. The shows this year are truly, truly remarkable. In fact, we got Bond coming. Now, nobody knows who Bond is, right? Bond is the greatest act that God has ever bestowed upon the world.
We got one vote here.
When you all see Bond and you hear Bond, you will agree with me. I absolutely guarantee it. Isn't that right? They are truly fabulous. Now, I imagine they got some other fabulous acts, but compared to Bond, I just don't. I'm kind of flat about it. So I think what I should do is turn it over to Teresa Yvonne to finish the presentation, because I really wouldn't do him justice.
It has become a tradition at the Lancaster Performing Arts Center that the season features a variety of well-known legendary artists. This year, of course, is no exception. Winner of this year's Academy Award for Best Original Song from Toy Story 3 is singer-songwriter Randy Newman, who will bring his score of talent and enormous body of work to Lancaster on Saturday, October 22nd. Singer, songwriter, pianist, and accordion player Bruce Hornsby will bring his popular act here on Saturday, March 3rd. Hornsby is known for his seamless improvisation and spontaneous set selection based on his audience's requests, and I do expect one of you to be requesting The Way It Is, because it's one of my favorites. Savion Glover, accompanied by his newest dance band, Bear Sounds, will bring his own acclaimed Hoofer's tap style to the stage on March 25th. Glover made his Broadway debut at age 12 in The Tap Kids, and his film debut in Tap, co-starring Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. The late tap icon Gregory Hines once crowned Glover the Prince of Tap, stating he was a better tapper than himself. Frankie Avalon's career spans 3 decades, with countless hit songs and more than 30 films. The character of Teen Angel in the musical Grease was modeled after Avalon. Come see his high-energy show on Saturday, April 14th. And our Legends series continues with a tribute to the greats with Sandy Hackett's Rat Pack show on May 6th. Audiences will enjoy an authentic, one-of-a-kind production as the style, swagger, and non-stop party which celebrated the swing era is recreated right before your very eyes. The Rat Pack show has been hailed as the best thing to being there. Next in our themed lineup is the Country Roots series featuring legendary country star Crystal Gayle on February 8th. Just in time to impress your special Valentine. Crystal Gayle has been a favorite of country fans since the 70s, and don't you make your brown eyes blue by missing her classic performance. Following Crystal Gayle is Antelope Valley all-time favorite Riders in the Sky, the infamous keepers of the flame passed on by the sons of the pioneers Gene Autry and Roy Rogers. Experience their revival and revitalization of the Western music genre on February 12th. With 3 consecutive IBMA awards, Daly and Vincent, formerly of Ricky Skaggs' Kentucky Thunder, for those of you that are a little older, that will bring their impeccable and flawless bluegrass gold arrangements to the stage on March 4th. And sometimes called the Rolling Stones of country music, Sawyer Brown will bring their legendary live show to Lancaster on April 28th. This new to LPAC entertainer will generate a level of excitement, energy, and emotion synonymous with the name Sawyer Brown. Next, we'll take a trip around the world with jazz and world entertainment. To me, the best part of traveling to another country is to experience the native food, culture, and entertainment in the country I'm visiting. And this season, we will bring native entertainment downtown to you. Just sit back and enjoy as we transport you to another place. First stop, China, where the vibrant and colorful costumes, music, and sheer death-defying defeats will amaze you when the Shangri-La Chinese acrobats arrive on October 1st. Next is Benesse.
the Spanish guitar. Hailed as the Latin River Dance, Benesse's The Spanish Guitar is an unprecedented and spectacular journey of music and dance. You'll see world music favorites as Benesse pushes the bar of traditional flamenco Spanish guitar.
Appearing October 8th, Benesse, armed with his instrument and an amazing world-class band of musicians and dancers, pushes the boundaries of traditional flamenco Spanish guitar. The Spanish guitar combines soaring music, sumptuous production values, and an epic tale which will transport us to exotic places with dance and song. Come out and get the full Max Weinberg experience on October 9th. Mr. Weinberg promises to give you the music, insight, and history of his big band music in one slammin' evening. On October 20th, LPAC patrons can join us for a 10-year excursion through the lens of jazz and the legendary great Miles Davis. The Miles Davis experience, from birth of the cool to kind of blue, this performance will revisit this era of music. Ballet Folklorico de Antiquia, Colombia will bring its spectacular show of lights, music, and dance to us on Sunday, January 29th. Direct from Ireland, we welcome Celtic Knights, Journey of Hope, as they share their rich Celtic heritage with us through song, dance, and storytelling on February 11th. Tycho Project. February 26th, Tycho Project Regeneration. This heart-pounding Japanese drumming performance is edgy, contemporary, and award-winning. I also need to mention that the last 3 performances that I've mentioned will be held over for student performances. They will also be staying here during the week and be performing twice for the educational programming. Finally, our travel lands us in the South Sea Islands, where the tribal rhythms and dances of the Polynesian culture culminate in the Fire of the Pacific magical display on March 17th. Moving from the world performances and heading into our dance series, first up is the Kings of Salsa. Direct from Cuba, the Kings of Salsa features the best of Havana's cool street salsa, contemporary dance, and Cuban classics on November 10th. Already mentioned was tapper extraordinaire Savion Glover. And finally, we end our dance series with Momix. Momix is known internationally for presenting a body of work that is exceptional. They will not disappoint us with this year's production of Botanica on November 18th. Under the direction of Moses Pendleton, come prepared to witness athletic dance, riveting music, outrageous costumes, and pure talent for the entire family.
We're really excited about this season. I get to introduce a category that I can handle, rock, Bach, and bohemian. And just a few picks of the season for that category. I had the good fortune in the late 70s of going to college in Los Angeles, and the music scene in the late 70s was incredible. Upheaval, different kinds of music, great bands through the clubs of LA. But the band that all the other musicians would go to see, and the one that all the movie stars were going to see, and the one that the LA Times said you have to see was Los Lobos, a little garage band from East LA. This is an incredible group, one you have to go and see. I am very excited that at this performance on January 20th, David Hidalgo and Luis Perez are going to give an intimate performance, not only playing their songs, but talking about the history behind it and the 35 years that they've been one of the greatest and underappreciated rock bands in rock music. So this is something a must to see. All I can say about the Bond girls, or the Bond, I'm sorry, the mayor's already said, wow. I have a streak of 40-some Super Bowls in a row. I'm going to break that on February 5th to be at Bond to see this performance. Last but not least, and something that I think is going to not only be a sellout, but be a great high-energy show, is A Night of Queen. Anyone who's ever been to a Queen concert knows not only is it a great concert, but it's an event, and it's something that you'll talk about. It's akin to a Broadway show. It's theatrical, it's exhilarating, there's very touching moments of it. It is just a fantastic show, and we hope to all see you there.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today to represent the LPAC Foundation. Cultivation of the arts is an essential element to the vibrancy of our community. And as such, the City of Lancaster is working full-time, hand-in-hand with the Performing Arts Center Foundation in supporting our community's youth and their exposure to the performing arts. This program is designed to provide opportunities for students of all ages to be able to experience this gorgeous theater. As I'm sure you're all aware of the financial struggles that face our local school districts, offering this Arts for Youth program is incredibly necessary right now to make sure that our youth experiences this theater and the arts that we provide for our youth. Now I get the pleasure to introduce to you the family series for the 2011-2012 LPAC season. More than half of these public performances are included in the Arts for Youth program that we provide for the local youth. Additionally, we provide a study guide to all of the classes for curriculum free of cost so that the educators can teach the children about what they're going to come see. Thousands of children are impacted annually through the Arts for Youth program. We provide scholarship funds for tickets, bus funding for transportation, and outreach programs to reach our youth. I personally work on Lancaster Boulevard, and one of the most proud days I have is almost every day practically, because I see the children walking hand in hand down the boulevard as they come from the bus transportation that we provide to them so they can see a performance here at the Performing Arts Center. It just makes us very proud and makes it really easy to do what we do. These performances are not just field trip opportunities. The productions we feature, along with the accompanying curriculum to the education staff, are designed to engage the students and enhance the educational processes in the school. The family series will include, first, the Antelope Valley Ballets presents The Nutcracker during the second week of December, just in time for the holidays. Whether you are looking to reminisce or to just have fun for the first time into your holiday season, you won't be upset if you go and experience The Nutcracker. Next, we have the Blind Boys of Alabama. They are recognized worldwide as living legends in the gospel music scene. The Blind Boys live shows are roof-raising musical events. Their Christmas show, Go Tell It on the Mountain, is something that you cannot miss in the holiday season. Next, we have return performers, the Missoula Children's Theater. They'll bring their little red truck to Lancaster for their very own production of The Secret Garden on March 2nd. This production always involves Lancaster's own young talent and is sure to be a joyful rendition of the story of hope, celebration, and all good things in life. Next, we have Blast. If you guys loved Drumline last season, you do not want to miss Blast. Rising from the Midwestern fields of Indiana, the star of Indiana Drum Corps achieved many successes on the football fields of America. On March 23rd, this kaleidoscope of musical talent, showmanship, power, passion, and precision will hit the LPAC stage. Next, we have the Harlem Gospel Choir. This is America's premier gospel choir, traveling the globe for 25 years. They will be here on April 6th, sharing their message of love and inspiration for our community. The 7 Deutsch's triumphant celebration of Psy will be next. This will be your chance to witness stunning feats of circus trailblazers in downtown Lancaster. These talented young performers will be here on May 4th and will perform heart-stopping, death-defying circus feats for 3 performances thereafter. Next, we have Sleeping Beauty. The Antelope Valley Ballet presents Sleeping Beauty on Saturday, May 12th and Sunday, May 13th for Mother's Day celebration. This classic fairy tale will take your family on a magical journey to the enchanted kingdom where good triumphs over evil with a single kiss. I know my 4-year-old would love that. The productions we feature for the Arts for Youth program, along with their accompanying curriculum, are designed to engage the students and enhance the educational processes for school. You know, I told this story last year. You know, I think the first performance in live art that I witnessed was about at the age of 16, coming to this very theater. And I can't imagine where I would have been, personally as a musician, had I been able to experience something like this in the elementary school years or the kindergarten years, which is predominantly most of the students who come and witness this theater. The following are additional performances that are designed specifically for this educational purpose. This year, the LPAC has partnered with the Antelope Valley Community Concerts Associations for 2 performances. First, we have Chris Burton Giacomi and the Flamenco Ensemble that will feature fantastic artistry of flamenco guitar and dancers together. A second performance of the All-American Boys Choir, 32-member ensemble ranging in ages of 9 to 14 years old, will present a musical history of America for our local youth. Next, we have Peter and the Wolf.
This is the story of Peter and the Wolf. Not so long ago, and not so far away, there lived a boy named Peter. Now, most of the time, he lived in a big, noisy city.
The pushcart players will present 2 separate productions, one as outreach into schools as well as student performances, Cuentos del Arbor, or Tree Tales, and Peter and the Wolf. Cuentos del Arbor is a beautiful bilingual musical drawn from Spanish and Latin American folklore. The play is designed to bring Spanish to life for students studying the language, and it will also bring and make the theater accessible for students, parents, grandparents who English is their second language. Next, they'll provide Peter and the Wolf as an adaptation of traditional Russian folklore set to music, while providing a charming introduction to the world of music and musical instruments. This enchanting tale is all about the adventure of growing up. Danger becomes reality, and creative innovation becomes essential as young Peter meets the challenge of survival in the outside world. Next, we have Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters. This is an African tale of pride and joy, combining authentic African drumming, powerful and majestic choreography, and thrilling original music. The splendor of Zimbabwe and the energy of the African land will come to life on stage in this award-winning Cinderella tale. Zorro, is he friend? Is he foe? A cape, a sword, and the flash of a mask. This is a swashbuckling, fun tale of justice and adventure with our masked champion of the underdog. Are You My Mother? Based on the whimsical and well-loved picture book by P.D. Eastman, this is a tale of a baby bird who was looking for its mother. I assure you, I've read this book probably 25 times in the last few months. With help from the dog, cat, and the hen, baby bird is returned to her nest and her mother. Next, we have Locomotion. Direct from the Kennedy Center this year is Locomotion, adapted from the award-winning book, the authentic story of an 11-year-old African-American boy who deals with the loss of his parents, but is encouraged by a teacher, turns to poetry to provide an outlet to express his feelings, and the process finds hope for his future. And now I'll turn the podium back over to Mark Bozigian to wrap up the presentation.
Usually at this point, we have our Director of Parks, Recreation, and Arts, Bob Green, wrap it up and tell you about a few more of the series we have. Bob is not here today. He's on a well-earned vacation, but we're very lucky to have Rhonda Perez from our Parks, Recreation, Arts Department, who will wrap it up for us.
Our Touch of Classical series kicks off with Ethan Bortnick and his musical Time Machine.
You've heard the famous saying, big things come in small packages.
He's an entertainer, a composer, a musician.
He's appeared on Oprah.
We still have to stay humble.
Yes, we do.
Martha Stewart, Good Morning America.
Has appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno 3 times.
At age 9, this young pianist is taking the entertainment world by storm with an amazing talent well beyond his years. This is a rare opportunity to experience a uniquely gifted musician and entertainer in a show that's magical and inspiring on October 16th. Bond is next in this series. Bond will be here on February 5th, Super Bowl Sunday, how could I forget? And last but most definitely not least is Brazil Guitar Duo. They will close the classical lineup on April 7th. Classical Guitar Magazine exclaims the musicianship and technical virtuosity is simply outstanding. And no performing arts center would be complete without Broadway. And this season we have some of the greatest hits of all time. Winner of the 2005 Tony Award for Best Musical, Monty Python's Spamalot is the outrageous musical comedy lovingly ripped from the film classic Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Flying cows, killer rabbits, and show-stopping musical numbers arrive here on November 20th. On February 21st, Damn Yankees is nothing short of a devilish good time. This story is about a baseball fanatic who trades his soul to the devil for a chance at the pennant race against the New York Yankees. On March 14th, 2 Americans will get lost hunting in Lerner and Lowe's Brigadoon, a tale about having to choose between true love and remaining in the present. Brigadoon features classic songs Almost Like Being in Love and There But For You I Go. It's sure to be a hit. And what would our season be without 2 local theater companies? I think incomplete at best, and I hope you would agree with me. Cedar Street Theater will present Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Friday, November 4th through Sunday, November 6th. A Little Night of Music, January 13th through Sunday, January 15th. Moonlight and Magnolias, Friday, March 9th through Sunday, March 11th. And South Pacific wrapping up the season, May 18th through May 20th. It's Only Tuesday Productions will present A Christmas Carol, the first weekend of December. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, April 20th through April 22nd. Cowboy Boots and Bluegrass Roots, Friday, June 8th through Sunday, June 10th. And new this year is our comedy series featuring a rising star that's already become one of the most popular headliners in the country, Kathleen Madigan. She arrives here in February. Lewis Black calls her the funniest woman in America. And now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the season's opening act, which is sure to be a sellout, so you're going to want to get your tickets right away. Ron White will be here on September 18th at 7 p.m.
The tickets are on sale now for the season subscription series, where you get discounts. The more tickets you buy, you can make your own series. You can get up to 20% discount. Singles tickets go on sale June 15th. Visit lpac.org for expanded content. You can sign up for email alerts. We're really trying to make it very, very easy for you to get out of your comfort zone and come and see something. And we really want the public to come and see some of the great offerings that we have here at LPAC. It's always easy to sit back and do the same thing you do all the time, watch the same shows, and et cetera. but this really is world-class entertainment in our own backyard, and we really believe this is one of the best seasons we've ever had. We thank you for attending. Folks up here will be available for interviews and for the media afterwards, and in the media packet is more information. Thank you all for attending.